Welcome back, Love Stylers. It's Misty in the kitchen finally. We talked about doing some recipes and we're back downstairs for a little bit to show you some fun stuff. Everybody who tuned in today, I hope you know we follow a low carb, keto, carnivore diet. I do a 90% carnivore diet. I lost 55 pounds in 8 sizes. And we love low carb at the Love Style Studios. So today I'm gonna show you 3 salad dressings / sauces, because we love sauces when things are too boring, something to dip our meat in mostly. And these are gonna be healthy salad dressings because, guys, if you buy salad dressing on the shelf, I have to give you some advice right here. This is so important. You could drop so much weight by making this one change of not consuming bottled salad dressing. I'm very big on this channel. I want to thank you for tuning in today, spending your time with me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Send it to a friend because you're going to love this. Okay, let's get into our first salad dressing. Guys, the first dressing is Green Goddess. This is a replacement for a Green Goddess salad dressing you might get in a fancy restaurant or at Panera Bread when they have the fancy dressings that are so delicious. I'm going to call it 3 ingredient Green Goddess. This I'm going to count as 1 ingredient. Technically there's basil, Parmesan already in here. But so we have our pesto. This will make your life so much easier. I've been doing this for 2 weeks. I've been experimenting bringing salad to work with tons of meat on it, of course. But this dressing is my favorite so far, so I'm doing it first. Then you need some olive oil right here, any kind of good olive oil, and some sour cream. There's nothing in sour cream. It's so much better for you than mayonnaise that it's insane. It only has cream in it. Okay. I would start with the sour cream first. Oh no, I forgot to take the cover off, Andrew. All right. So I'm doing this with a cookie scoop to make it easier. Take some of your sour cream. I'm just going to do small batches here, 2.5 scoops. It helps if you have a whisk for this, but you can use a spoon, you can use a fork, you can use the NutriBullet if you have fancy equipment, but you do not need fancy equipment. Do this by eye. There are not measurements in this video, guys. I don't do anything by measuring. I always use my instincts. And I can tell you for a fact that my instincts are something I can trust by now. I've been cooking long enough. And, you know, being on keto and having to get really creative in the kitchen has shown me I have great instincts in the kitchen. And keto's taught me how to cook better. So put a little bit of olive oil in there with your sour cream. It looks a little funny at first, like it's not going to come together. But with that Green Goddess or basil pesto, and you can even use real herbs for any of these dressings I'm going to show you today. If you want to amp it up that much more and you got company coming over and you're having a salad bar like we did a couple weeks ago, tell them you're making homemade dressing. And do this. But you can add real chopped garlic, finely minced or finely chopped or grated onion. Will amp this up to a whole new level. So right now, guys, just to show you, it's a little thick. And I'm going to show you a secret right here. Well, of course you could put more olive oil. Let's try that first. But my secret is you can add water. Because let's say you're making your lunches for the week and you make up this dressing like I'm doing today for the week for my work lunches. This will get pretty thick. It stays pretty thick. But if you have a little water, just add a little bit of water to it because it's going to be in the fridge. And there's no problem with it. You could even add heavy cream if you want to get your fats in. So that's a Green Goddess. So guys, I'm just adding a little bit of water to thin this out. Ooh! Hello. That comes out perfect, as if you can pour it out of a bottle. It looks a little watery right now, but when it sits in the fridge, this is dynamite. This has the garlic already in it because it's the bottled pesto. And if you read the ingredients back here, it has Parmesan in it already. It has a little lemon and some chopped garlic. But any of these recipes today I'm going to show you, you can add your own herbs, lemon, or garlic or onions. So that's Green Goddess. I hope it represents well on camera. And you know what? If it doesn't look green enough, add a little more. To me, I like to see a little bit of the green in there so I can feel fancy. And that's your first dressing. So now we've done Green Goddess, which is my favorite of the 3 dressings today and the fanciest. And we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, guys, this is our second dressing to be used for salad dressing and or a dipping sauce. And this is my go-to when I'm not being so fancy and I got to whip something up. This is Misty's Yum Yum sauce because it does kind of remind me of the Japanese sauce called the Yum Yum sauce when you go to the hibachi grill, and it's so delicious. It reminds me of it, so that's what we're calling it. So again, we're starting with our base, which is sour cream. So our sour cream is in there. Get out of there. And a little bit of olive oil to thin that out and give you your healthy fats. Olive oil is turning out to be really, really good for the body. So let's mix that a little bit for the Yum Yum sauce. Olive oil and sour cream. Who would have thought it could be so simple? And I'm going to add the water in here, guys, just to thin it out right from the get-go here. Just add a little water if you don't want to put so much oil in there. It's a little easier to deal with. And remember, you can add water even after it's been in the fridge. It's not going to hurt anything. Now, on this dressing, I'm recommending you try it on with just chicken as a dipping sauce. When we grill chicken on the grill, we use this as a dipping sauce, a Yum Yum dipping sauce. I'm putting hot sauce in here because I like hot sauce. And some mustard. And if you don't like hot sauce, leave it out. And it's up to you how much mustard and or hot sauce you want to put in there. And on the first dressing, we didn't have to put any seasoning. On this one, there's a little bit of seasoning in the mustard. So if you're in a rush, just do this, and it's still good. I'm going to add some seasonings that I like. Garlic powder, salt and pepper, dried basil. So I'm going to grab that real quick, guys. You know, garlic powder tastes good in everything, I think, and garlic's good for the body. Put a little bit of that to taste. I'm going to throw a little bit of dried basil in there. Another one of my favorite go-tos. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to do pink salt. You guys know I love pink salt. Watch my pink salt video because it has a lot of things that pink salt is good for. So many things. And if you haven't switched your salt, here's pepper. If you haven't switched your salt to pink salt, that's probably one of my biggest tips on this channel. And I do want to thank you for joining me today in the kitchen. And let me know if you like these kind of videos. We're not really sure what you guys want from us. Andrew's my tech today. What's up, Andrew? And so that's Misty's Yum Yum sauce. It even looks like the Japanese Yum Yum sauce that we all love. Great on chicken. Great for salads, of course. And you can always thin that out with a little water. So that was the Yum Yum sauce, Misty's Yum Yum sauce. Great on chicken, great for a dipping sauce. When something's just a little too boring, you need a little bit more. And great on salad. Guys, this is my third salad dressing / dipping sauce to make things just a little more interesting doing a keto, carnivore, low carb lifestyle. And you don't want all those ingredients, all the crap that's in those bottles of dressings and dips. You have everything you need at home. Okay, so we're starting again. So this is gonna be our dupe for Caesar dressing. Now again, this is not one for one. This is not exactly how a Caesar dressing is made. This is a replacement. Okay, so for our Caesar dressing replacement, we're starting with our base, of course, sour cream. I've lost so much weight by switching my mayonnaise to sour cream. If you make that one change, guys, it will floor you how well it works. Our next part of the base being olive oil. Of course, great for the body. And this time, I'm adding Parmesan cheese. The best part of Caesar dressing, if you don't love the anchovy part, which we are not doing today, is the Parmesan cheese. That just kicks it up a notch. Do a little Parmesan, however much what you want to put in there is up to you. And this time I'm going to show you I do not have fresh garlic chopped up, but I'm going to tell you if you chop up your garlic and mince it very fine, and or shallots or onions very fine, this will make you seem like Martha Stewart. So if you have company coming over and you're having salads, make your own dressing. And I didn't even put in the lemon yet, but I'm going to mix this up first and see how thick it is. I say just pepper in this because there's a little bit of salt in the Parmesan cheese, so you don't want to oversalt it. So I'm just going to I will do garlic powder though, but I recommend doing real garlic in this, and you can get the already chopped kind in a little jar. To make things easier for yourself. I am going to put a little mustard as well. Now, I don't know if real Caesar dressing has mustard, but I find that it adds a nice tang. Because sometimes if you put vinegar, which you can put vinegar in any of these dressings, guys, but if you're anything like me, I get heavy-handed with the vinegar, and sometimes it overtakes. So I'd rather do mustard and play it safe. So I did my pepper. I skipped the salt on this one. You can add it later if you need to. And I'm going to do some fresh lemon in here. And I think I got a couple seeds in there. What? Let me take those out. If you're having steaks and you want to put like a nice creamy dressing on your meat, this is really good. Homemade, man. I don't know why nobody talks about the difference between 4 ingredients in a dressing or a bottled type of dressing that's supposed to be good on the shelf for a year or two. And it has all kinds of chemicals in it. This is so much tastier, better for your body. So many less ingredients, no chemicals. This is natural. So use these tips today, guys. And this is my dupe for Caesar dressing. Without the anchovies. Guess you can add anchovies if you like. And it's not exactly a Caesar dressing, but it will do the trick. You know, we're trying to eat the vegetables sometimes. We're not eating salad to eat just the dressing. Or we could just pour it into a glass and drink it. We're trying to accentuate the natural foods that this planet gives us. So that's your Caesar dressing. And that was our last dressing, a dupe for a Caesar dressing. And you can add the anchovies if you really need them, guys. But you don't have to. These 3 dressings can all be made with stuff you probably already have in your kitchen. You don't have to do it exactly how I did it. It's more of a theme, with the basis being good products. Olive oil and sour cream are very low carb, and they're good for the body. And that's the base of all these 3 dressings. And I do want to point out, you know, when we're eating a salad or we're enjoying our grilled meat or our steak, we want something to kind of add another element. You know, it helps to have fresh herbs, maybe some fresh lemon, fresh garlic chopped up, or onions. But besides that, we want something to kind of bring it together, make it a little more exciting at mealtime or during your day at work for lunch, to make your salad not so boring, these kind of things. And this can all be done naturally, safely, so you can still lose weight. Please let me know if you have any better ideas, things we can add to these 3 dressings to make them a little more fun. I am open. I would love to hear from you. And let me know if you tried any of these my way and if you like them. Again, add the seasonings you like. I've even done this with everything seasoning, the stuff you put on top of a bagel. And that has sesame seeds and some other delicious things in there with just sour cream and the olive oil. And that's delicious too. Quick and easy. We want to thank you for joining us in the kitchen today. Misty in the kitchen. I might call it that, this series. If we do more recipes, let me know if you want me to do a specific recipe. Or I could just bring you some of the stuff I make on a regular weeknight. And I think it might be fun. So let me know. Share this video with somebody who's trying to lose weight this year. Drink your water. Consume your pink salt. And get your 7 hours of sleep, guys. I'm very big on these 3 things. And remember to join us every Monday morning for a new episode of Love Style to stay on track. Peace.